It was October 1944, and the waters off the Philippines were about to bear witness to one of the most dramatic and decisive naval battles in history, the Battle of Leyte Gulf. This battle would not only shape the course of World War II, but also solidify the U.S. Navy's dominance in the Pacific theater. The stage was set after General Douglas MacArthur had delivered on his famous promise, "I shall return." American forces had landed on Leyte Island, seeking to liberate the Philippines from Japanese occupation. But Japan was not ready to concede. They launched a desperate plan to crush the Allied invasion, Operation Shogo. It was a gamble, a final bid to destroy the American fleet and keep control of the Philippines. The Japanese devised a bold strategy, luring the powerful U.S. Third Fleet under Admiral Halsey away from Leyte Gulf by using a decoy force of aircraft carriers. Meanwhile, their main fleets would converge on Leyte to obliterate the vulnerable landing forces. On paper, it was a brilliant plan. In execution, it became a disaster, resulting in one of the most significant defeats in Japanese naval history. The battle unfolded across 4 major engagements. It began to the north at the Battle of the Sibuyan Sea. Here, Japanese battleships, including the massive Musashi, one of the heaviest battleships ever constructed, came under relentless air assault from American forces. Wave after wave of U.S. planes pounded the Musashi until it sank beneath the waves, a devastating loss for Japan. Next came the Battle of Surigao Strait. In the darkness of the early hours, U.S. naval forces commanded by Rear Admiral Jesse Oldendorf executed a textbook ambush. Using a deadly crossfire of torpedoes and heavy shell fire, they decimated the Japanese southern force, marking the last time in history that battleships squared off in such a confrontation. While the Americans claimed victory in the south, chaos erupted to the east at Samar. A much smaller, poorly armed force of escort carriers and destroyer escorts, the Taffy 3 unit, found themselves facing the overwhelming might of Japanese battleships and cruisers. What followed was one of the most heroic and improbable defenses of the entire war. Despite being hopelessly outmatched, the men of Taffy 3 fiercely defended their carriers, launching bold attacks and evading destruction long enough for the Japanese fleet to retreat. Their courage remains legendary. The Battle of Cape Engano closed the drama as Halsey's Third Fleet finally crushed the Japanese decoy force, sinking 4 carriers. By the end, the Japanese Navy suffered catastrophic losses, losing 26 ships, including carriers, battleships, and cruisers. It was the death knell for Japan's ability to sustain naval operations. The road to victory in the Pacific was now open for the Allies. The Battle of Leyte Gulf wasn't just a tactical or strategic success. It was a testament to courage, sacrifice, and the unrelenting resolve of those who fought. It remains the largest naval battle in history and a turning point in the quest for freedom in the Pacific.